next is ECU and head coach Scottie Montgomery. ECU is 1-2 overall, 0-1 in the American. The Pirates played last Saturday at USF. USF won the game 20-13. ECU returns home this Saturday to face Old Dominion at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Game will be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time and will be on ESPN3. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against USF, maybe the status report of your team back in Greenville as you get ready for the home game against Old Dominion, please.
Yeah, we made it back safe and was able to get back in about 4 a.m. on Sunday morning, yesterday morning. So we're all back here good. Our kids are doing well to get back home after being gone for a while. Really tough football game against South Florida, really, really talented football team. I thought we played with a lot of heart, a lot of courage throughout the game. Offensively, we ran the ball effectively against them. We just didn't make the couple of plays, and that's what it came down to, down the field that we needed to make to be able to get some touchdowns. We wanted to get into the second half of the game, and it being a tight game, running the ball, limit their amount of times and limit their amount of touches on offense. I think they played right around 60 snaps, and we had 90-plus snaps. We had 38 minutes of time of possession. So all the things went well in the game plan. We just didn't make a few plays on offense. Defensively, I thought we played extremely well, held them to 290 or so yards of offense, and really gave up two big plays throughout the game, a big-time run and a screen and go. Outside of that, our kids played at a really, really high level. We're playing with a lot more confidence. We're a much better football team. We've been able to bring in some of these kids that we had in our first year, red-shirted, and are playing at a high level for sophomores and juniors. So we're really, really happy with the direction that we're headed in. Got a big-time opponent this weekend with Old Dominion coming off of a huge victory for their program. We're looking forward to the challenge.
We'll take questions for Coach Scottie Montgomery, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad. We'll put you in the queue. The operator will introduce you.
We can now take our first question from Dan Tortora of WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing well. Just to look into this matchup, I know you're coming off of the close one that you were just talking about with South Florida. Old Dominion's coming off of a victory over Virginia Tech. Just what you see from them on film and what you can say about that matchup.
Well, they're really, really big on offense at the skill position, not only in their interior, but the skill position. You know, you got Jonathan Duhart, 6'3", 210-pound wide receiver. You got Travis Fulgham, another 6'3", 215-pound receiver. Jeremy Cox at the running back position, 6 foot, 235 pounds. Great feet. I thought they played lights out against Virginia Tech. I thought they played really well throughout the season, just had a few things that go against them. And then, you know, defensively, what they do, they're very, very aggressive. I thought they've done a good job at the corners, putting a lot of pressure on guys. They've gotten some pass interferences called here or there, but it's all because of their way that they're playing aggressive football. I think their most two talented players on defense is number 7 and number 2, two seniors that they've had in their program for a while, get off the ball well, both 6'4", 6'5", 255, do a really, really good job there. And, you know, I think their defensive front is basically where they get all their energy on the defense from because of the seniors that they have there. They're playing 3 out of 4 seniors there, and they play really, really well together. They're playing fast in the back end, so it's going to be one of those games where we've got to come out and play our A game.
And then for you, Reed and Holton, just what you can say about your quarterbacks, what you took away from the most recent game, and just your thoughts on moving forward, knowing that they both can offer you something different.
You know, we struggled a little bit with Reed in our passing game when he lost a little bit of his mobility. We ran a quarterback draw that was a big-time run for us down there late in the second quarter, and he got turned up down at the bottom of the pile. His ankle got twisted. And we lost a little bit of mobility, which in turn affected the way we played the second half, I believe. Also, it affected our accuracy. He's a lot more accurate than he had. But we can throw it and catch it really well with Reed. He also can help us in the run game. We got to get him back to 100%, that's for sure. And then, you know, Holton is a guy that we're growing his play every week. We've added a couple of more things. We think he's getting a little bit close to being 100% game ready for all the quarterback stuff that we can throw at him. We just got to continue to grow him. And they do offer different things. I do think that our ability to run the football has really changed. It's been day and night since last year to this year, and a lot of that has to do with what Holton's been able to give us while he's in the game.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no
we
problem.
can now take our next question from Tom Shanahan of the Raleigh News and Observer. Please go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Can you just kind of sum up how well your team handled being gone for so long and playing well under difficult circumstances, and then coming back and taking a deep breath and getting back to your routine?
Yeah, we have a tremendously disciplined team now. We're really focused. If you look at us in our penalty discipline in games, you're seeing a team that doesn't commit penalties at a high level. I think we had 2 for 10 yards or 2 for so many yards this past week. It goes to the discipline of a team to be able to handle being gone the way that we handled it. They handled it well. They prepared hard. They practiced well, and they went out and played their butts off. But it was all about the way that they handled the last 10, 11, 12 days. I'm really proud of the way that they did it. Now that we're back, we got back Sunday around 4 a.m. or so, and we had to adjust our Sunday day, of course. We adjusted that. Today is their day off. We'll get back ready to go. We got a morning practice set up for tomorrow. We're anxious to get back on the field because the film told us that, we're 3 or 4 plays away from being one of the top teams in our conference. So if there's anything that we can do to alleviate a couple of those mental errors that we had and just finish some drives with some details, whether it be alignment, whether it be just some better reads and just throwing the ball a little bit better, we're really anxious to get back on the football field.
Okay, and then we saw Garrett McGinn just watching on TV leave the game. I don't know if he came back just from watching on TV. What's his status?
Yeah, he came back. He's fine. He tweaked his knee a little bit. We took a look at him on the sideline. He came back, graded out the highest offensive lineman on our board.
Great, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. We can now take our next question from Leo Haggerty of It's Sports Magazine.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, Coach. Thanks for asking. Coach, what's the biggest challenge that playing in the ACC has that the other Power 5 conferences don't have to deal with?
Playing in the what? Say again. Let me hear that whole question again, please.
Yeah. What's the biggest challenge you have playing in the American Athletic Conference that the other Power 5 conferences don't have to deal with?
Well, if you look at our conference, one thing that we do is we play a heavy schedule outside of our conference. We play great opponents everywhere outside. I think all of our teams and the way that we schedule is tough. I was watching UConn play, a couple of weeks back, and they had to travel across the country and play at a ridiculous time at night. And we had our kids on the field at that time of night and playing because we're trying to play the best opponents that we possibly can play to continue to elevate our conference, which is what we're trying to do. I think that's, challenge at times. I also believe that.
Sorry about that,
Hello?
Coach. Go ahead with the answer. Yeah.
Are we here?
Yep, still on, Coach. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I just picked this. All right. Anyway, so I think the other part of it is, we're continuing to grow our brand. The more that we can grow our brand on TV and get more brand recognition on TV. I know that Michael Resco has been working diligently at that. That's going to be very, very helpful for us in getting our brand out there to be able to recruit, to continue to recruit at the level and higher. So those are a couple of things. I really think that we play a really tough schedule. All of our teams, I love that. And then, the second part of it is just continue to grow our brand so that recruiting, people do understand that we are a Power 6 school.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks a lot, man.
Coach, thank you for your time today. We look forward to hearing from you once again next Monday.